Today we are going to make some gorgeous paper luminaries for fall. Hi y'all, my name is Chris and welcome to Daily Dose of DIY. Paper lanterns and luminaries in the fall are on those crisp, cool nights, and then they light up and glow your house. They are just super cozy. So I have a free fall design for you today. It is a pumpkin lantern that we're going to make. We're going to cozy up our homes. So let's take a look real quick at the supplies we're going to need. The design will fit on 8.5 by 11 cardstock. You can use 12 by 12 if you want also. I am using a dark blue, and then you're going to also need 2 sheets of vellum paper. You're going to want some tacky glue. You probably won't need tape or any of that, but you want some wonderful LED lights to put in them. These come with a remote and they light up all sorts of fun colors. I will link you in the description down below all these things you need, where to find them, and how to get that free SVG file. It is in my SVG library where all the SVGs are free in that library. They're listed in alphabetical order, so check under F for fall lantern. Let's go into Design Space next, and we are going to take a look at this SVG and get our lantern cut. Okay, I already have the SVG here in Design Space, but if you need help uploading and downloading, let me know. I will link you to a tutorial so you can get to this spot. We're going to add it to the canvas. Now, I already attached perforation lines here for you, so you don't have to worry about scoring. Everything's sized and ready to go. Like I said, it will fit on 2 8.5 by 11 sheets. And the vellum paper to cut is in here too. It's down here at the bottom. So let me slide down and see. You can also use tissue paper though too. So if you don't want to cut vellum, I would just delete these out and you won't have to worry about it, and you can use tissue paper. But if you do have vellum paper, go ahead and leave them in there where you can click the Make It button. We do not need to mirror or do anything on this screen, so we're just going to click. Actually, we do. My vellum paper is 8.5 by 11, so I need to change this material size so it goes on to 2 sheets. So that is how you change the material size, and the rest should line up good. I'm going to double check. We need to put our paper on horizontal, and then I'm going to go back up and select Mat 1. And click Continue. Vellum paper you can actually select. They have a setting for that. So if you have an Explorer, turn your dial to Custom. So you see the Browse All Materials list. And then Makers, it automatically pops up, but you just type in vellum and it will come up from the list. Now we're ready to get our mat loaded and get it cut. Let's switch to our overhead. I have a well-worn green mat. You can also use a blue mat for that is more for paper. Now Cricut's trying to confuse us. The vellum is going to go vertical and my lanterns are going to go horizontal. But we will get this cut and then we will come back and put it together. Make sure you look at your little mat screen so you know which way to put your paper if you're using 8.5 by 11. I got my vellum cut and my cardstock's loaded and ready to cut, and I thought I'd come in and show you, if you didn't already know, how to change from one material to the next. So we're just going to click this little down arrow and that brings up our menu again. Of course, if you have an Explorer, just turn your dial to cardstock. I have cardstock in my favorites. So I'm going to select that, and now it will print the rest of our mats with the cardstock I have loaded. Okay, when your Cricut is done cutting, we're going to remove the mat, flip it over, and then gently peel your lantern off of the mat. There's some intricate cuts, especially in that little wreath. This one's coming off pretty good, but it will help keep your lantern from curling, and it will help keep things from tearing. Next, we're just going to go through and remove some of the pieces of paper that maybe didn't pop out. If you have a craft knife, some Cricuts cut different than others, but mine always seems to leave little bits, and sometimes I need my craft knife to get them off. But pull out all the extra paper so you're just left with the design. Okay, once everything's on, it's time to glue on the vellum paper. I am using Aleene's Quick Dry Tacky Glue, and I fibbed in the beginning. If you want the base, you're going to need 3 sheets of cardstock. The base is totally optional. So I'm just going to squirt my glue around the outer edge. And then you might want to glue some parts down the middle too. Just add a few dots to my wreath. Place your vellum paper over the top, and we're going to do this for both sides. Once it's glued down, we can then fold along the perforation lines. The top lines, you'll actually fold the opposite direction of everything else. And now we're ready to put it together. So to put it together, I'm going to line one of the glue tabs up. Just make sure we have everything how it's going to glue together, and add another line of glue to that one. And then you can line up the bottoms. It slipped on me. It might slip, but it's quick dry if you use the quick dry glue. And then we're going to add another line of glue to this tab and line them up. It should be easier for you because you won't be trying to keep it in the camera and look at the same time. Okay, once that's done, each of the top has a glue tab. We'll fold them over real quick and just add a dot of glue, and then go all the way around the lantern. If you want to add the base, it will help keep everything square on the bottom. Fold up those tabs. We're going to do one at a time so it doesn't slip around. And just slide him in there. And line up the 2 bottom ends. Isn't that cute? We also now have something to put the light in and to hold it. And you can light these up and put them on your mantle, on end tables, all the fun places, and have a nice, cozy fall decor. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next Cricut craft tutorial. God bless.